We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Hello, we are BringBike, and this is our presentation. On behalf of BringBike, I'd like to present to you today our first product. Our product is a smart solution that provides a way for you to bring your bike on a bus wherever you go. So today we have these two fantastic modes of transport, a bus and a bike, and we like to use it a lot, especially here in Denmark. However, to bring your bike on a bus is incredibly inconvenient and sometimes not even possible. So we have created a vertical bike rack with a motor on it that lifts your bike and mounts it to the back of the bus, allowing you, during transport, making it secure via the clamp, which means that, sorry for a second there. So it secures it to the back of the bus, and during transport, it gets secured, which means that,
Are you okay?
I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest.
Take a deep breath. Take your time. You're doing good.
And securing it to the back of the bus. During transport, we make sure that only you can unlock it using your travel card. So to make sure that BringBike becomes a success, we need to focus on four parameters: reliability, safety, durability, and efficiency. Our stakeholders include end users, bus operators, and government and municipalities. To the end users, we are providing more flexibility, allowing them to figure out how they want to take the bike or the bus, for example. Bus operators will be seeing an increase in revenue because of the more passengers that will be joining. For example, 20% more users will result in roughly 80 million million Danish crowns in revenue over a 5-year period. And for government municipalities, we're looking at 1%, if 1% more of Greater Copenhagen decided to start cycling because of this solution, we'd be looking at 16.5 tons of cut in CO2 emissions. Current alternatives for end users include bikes directly placed in the bus, Mooney, which is a solution for a 2-bike rack system that goes on the front of the bus, where the bus driver has to step out of the bus and place the bikes directly on to the bike racks. Shared bike services, you might have heard of Bycyklen here in Copenhagen, or Donkey Republic, which allows you to rent a bike for the duration. Our current business model is such that BringBike provides a product that's a one-time payment, and services that are monthly payments. We bus operators then pay for these via a one-time price plus the fees that reoccur. Municipalities also subsidize the bus operators in this. The current solution for one bus costs 200,000 Danish crowns. The market estimation is 551 million Danish crowns, and the gross profit per unit for one bus is 75%. Our current team, as it is right now, is a set of engineers and business people from various different backgrounds and skills. Current traction, we have a letter of intent from head of operations at DTU, which will help us with our testing process, which we'll get back to in just a second. We also have a letter of intent from Lejre Kommune that we've just received recently in the past week. Movia and Gate 21, we've also in negotiations with a letter of intent, and we've received interest from stakeholders from Guldborgsund and Danish Cyclist Federation. We've also been in contact with a specific case from Vejle Kommune, who have shown interest in our project. We're asking for 3 million Danish crowns for a 2-year period to go through 3 iterations of testing. First with DTU, then with Vejle Kommune, and then with Region Zealand. After year 3, we're looking at 10 million Danish crowns in net cash flow. And at year 5, 90 million. This is our solution, and I'd like to present to you our prototype. So Joseph is going to be my right hand in this. He's going to use my travel card to check me in to one of the 5 racks on the back of a bus. Now I can see that my bus rack is available, and I'll go place my bike on the back of one of these racks. It automatically begins lifting the bike into place, and now it's stored. Now, Joseph will pretend to be another customer, and he is going to place his travel card onto the Rejsekort terminal. You can now see that my terminal is not vacant, and another terminal will have to be taken in use. Please use my Rejsekort again. And now it's been vacated, and my bike will start to come back down again. My bike is off, and I'm ready to leave. This was our prototype, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Cool demonstration.
Cool, yeah. Can I ask just for clarity the first question? Will this work with the route buses in Copenhagen? They need to go fast?
That's one of the reasons why we want to use a 2-year testing period. The agreement we have with DTU is for stationary bike racks, which will then be we'll make sure that it's durable in all types of weather, and then we'll mount it on a garbage truck. And then from there on, we'll test it with one municipality and see if we can improve the usage time good enough for it to be used in high population density areas.
This letter of intent you have, what does it say?
Which one?
You said you got a letter of intent from Vejle Kommune or?
Lejre? No, Lejre.
Lejre Kommune, yeah.
Sure. It's a letter of intent that says that they want to actively participate in the development of this project, and they're open to further negotiations to actually test it in their municipality.
Have you tested the price point for 200,000 for a bus? How did you test the price point?
Well, we studied the prices that other projects, like for example, Buscyklen and the footrest here in Copenhagen, and according to that price, and adding the fact that we're providing a better service and a high quality rack with smart sensors, and well, we're going to add more things. So we.
But had you asked someone that they would pay 200,000 for it?
We haven't talked about price yet with the municipalities.
Okay, so you haven't tested it? Okay.
No, not yet.
But where did you get your figures from when you were saying the stakeholders 1% more and users of bikes, and so where did you get these figures from?
Well, there's a lot of data, and we studied the data there, like we gather all the data possible. So yeah. So we actually have the.
Is there any safety issues around this? I could imagine having such bikes there and with a collision from other, that if I'm hit from this bike, it would be easier or more soft to be hit by a bus. I know it sounds weird.
Safety is one of the biggest concern we are taking into account, and right now in our development we have developed a mechanical solution and elaborating on that. But also when you look at the picture, then we have different solutions on how we can notify the buses back, and also the system will have sensors that recognize that the user wouldn't get hit, or the user journey is going to be made safe enough, so it wouldn't be a hazard.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Do you know what I think? I think it's a great idea. There is a lot of issues, and to take 2 years of testing is far too long time, because in a country like Japan, this would really work. And it's not going to be Copenhagen, because there they will spend too much time, too much hassle, and what if it doesn't work? The bus driver coming back around the bus? No, that's not going to happen. So this is probably going to be in the, not in the big city centres, but a bit outside of the big city centres.
So you think it's more between cities and inside cities?
Yeah,
me too.
I think,
Me too.
Yeah, I think so.
Because they're busy and yeah.
What do you think?
And the safety issue, I think it will be a real problem, because
That
if
is
the
an issue.
driver is not in control of what's happening behind the bus,
No.
and they are using these devices, and if it's not fixing the bike in the right way.
So the bus driver cannot see what is happening?
No, maybe he has a camera, but that is not in safety measures the right tool.
If anything happens, who's responsible?
Well, I'm more concerned about the market, the business case behind. It seems intuitively to be quite an expensive solution.
Yeah.
Would there be a sufficiently big market for such a solution? How long time will it take, and will it be taken over by other kinds of solutions?
I didn't get the time to ask them, but this is clearly, it's an expensive solution, and it has to be exported in order to be valuable.
Yeah.
But I think
how many cities or places are they using bikes? Not
Japan.
They are in Japan.
I mean, in Japan, you'll be surprised of how they have garages for bicycles.
in the countryside, Japan.
Well,
Also in the city.
Also
In
the
the
outskirts
cities,
of
yeah.
Tokyo and
Outskirts of Tokyo, etc.
It's actually
But
a good question, because sorry to interrupt. A lot of investors are actually right now investing in electrical running wheels.
Exactly.
In Paris and Berlin. So I actually think yes, bike. This is a perfect idea coming out of Denmark. But yes, there's a trend also going that we actually don't use bikes in cities.
Yeah.
So good
So
comment.
I think there is a market, but I'm not sure whether they got the right solution yet. And 2 years' time is a long time.
Yeah.
There will be
I think
competitors.
they need a much stronger validation from the market and stronger interest from the buyers that there's a business need for this.
I think they need to run fast.
Yeah.
yeah, but with the safety issues, I would
Yeah.
say it fast can be
Sure.
be delayed just by all the
Japan
regulations they should live up to.
And Japan is clearly very concerned about safety as well.
Yeah.
But very interesting.
I really liked him also.
Good demonstration.
Yeah.
Good, very good demonstration.
And
Yes.
the technology is difficult in this sense.
Yeah.
I should look at it from an engineering point of view.
Fragile maybe, or sensitive.
I don't know.
Different kind of bicycle.
Think about the
bicycles, yeah.
Yeah, because there could be an issue around flexibility.
All right.
Okay.
I think
That's
time.
Not have a basket.
We're finished.